Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another session with Mr. Smith. Your hopefully always humble servant, although, as I say all the time, it's not always easy to stay humble, but it's something we must achieve. For Christ said, the meek shall inherit the earth, and again, meek means humble. It does not mean weak, it means humble. So we are going to take a look here at the show The Office. This is the second one I'm doing on The Office, and we are going to look at the main character here, Michael Scott. He's the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. You see him on the screen there. I removed the video for copyright reasons. If I keep the video in, they won't let me show it in the United States and Canada. So I just got to play the audio. If you want to see the video that goes with it, you can go to the YouTube channel. I think it just says The Office, right? It's the official YouTube channel of the show The Office. And you can see the clip there. So you can see what it looks like with the video. And as I said before, the show ran from 2005 to about 2013. It was one of my favorite shows. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've seen every episode a couple times. However, as I became more aware of reality and my reality and the truth, and as I learned more about scriptures, I started to realize that this show has tons of social engineering or psychological engineering in it, otherwise known as witchcraft. Remember, TV is not about the truth, it's about creating reality. And the people that control the entertainment industry, they control just about everything. Not just the entertainment industry, they are all about creating your reality for you. So, and if you don't like that reality, well, that's a hard one, right? It's hard to battle, right? It's warfare. But we can do it. Anyway, we are going to look at the first thing we're going to look at is a clip where Michael Scott, right, the main character that everybody loves, the lovable buffoon, right? He finally finds love with a woman, and this is one of the later seasons, and he eventually marries this woman. Let's see what she says here.
I cannot keep myself from Michael. Everything he does is sexy. He has this undeniable animal magnetism. He's a jungle cat. The man exudes sex. He can put both his legs behind his head.
He can put both his legs behind his head. Right? She can't keep away from him. He's just so sexy. It's not really masculine, is it? But the comment, he can put both his legs behind his head. And then the scene cuts, right? If you know the show The Office, they interview the people working in the office. And then they cut to scenes in the office. But she's talking about how Michael can put his legs behind his head. So what does that imply? That Michael is getting things, he's the receiver. Let's just put it that way. That's what everybody's going to think. That's what everybody thinks once she says that. So does that mean that she puts a device strapped on her? A toy, if you will? Or it also makes the audience wonder if she's a male to female transgender that still has her male member. Oh, that rhymes. Anyway. Yeah. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. So they're putting it into our minds that the lead character of this show, the beloved buffoon Michael, is the bottom in their relationship. Now, can you imagine if she said, "Oh, he's so sexy and his penis is so amazing and he just drills me so good, or something like that. Do you, like something, would people would that be acceptable? In other words, what I'm saying is they're really demasculinating men in these shows and making it normal, or trying to normalize men doing the reverse role in bed, if you know what I mean. And they're also putting in people's minds that maybe he's dating a MTF. Right? They call this predictive programming, right? This episode probably aired in like 2011, 10 years ago. Let's look at another clip, or listen to another clip, I should say.
Jan and I have a safe word in case things go too far. Foliage. And if one of us says that word, the other one has to stop. Although last time, she pretended she didn't hear me.
Okay, so this is actually a clip from an earlier episode. Before he met his wife, he was seeing his superior, right, his boss, named Jan, and he's talking about how they had a safe word. In other words, he's talking about, kinky, sadistic, and masochistic sex, and that his lover, Jan, she didn't hear when he yelled out the safe word, which was foliage. So again, they're implying that Michael is the submissive one, and the one liking abuse in the relationship, in the physical relationship. So again, they're showing an image of a beloved character as a demasculated or emasculated male. Not to mention just exposing kinky sex to an audience of a lot of young people. A lot of middle school kids watch this show. Okay, this next little sound clip that we're going to watch is, again, one of the later episodes when he is with his future wife, who said he could put his legs behind his head. And listen to what he says to her in this clip.
Certain thing. I don't sit on your lap because it's comfortable. I sit on your lap because I like the way your thighs feel on my butt.
I don't sit in your lap because it's comfortable. I sit in your lap because I like the way your thighs feel against my butt. So more, what does that tell the audience? That Michael's erogenous area that he prefers to get stimulated is his behind. Isn't that interesting? Can you imagine if he said something that had even to do with his penis being stimulated? This show would have been shut down for sexism and toxic masculinity. But since he's talking about his butt being stimulated, it's okay. You see what they're doing here? All right. Television is a weapon. Richie from Boston was right. Let's take a look at this last clip. And this last clip goes back to an earlier season when he's talking to a bunch of his female co-workers about a girlfriend that he's been dealing with. Let's see what this is all about.
What do you think of role play?
It can be fun.
Yeah? Well, Jan has this schoolgirl fantasy.
It's a pretty common one.
I feel uncomfortable wearing the dress.
Okay.
His girlfriend Jan has a schoolgirl fantasy, and one of the ladies says, that's a pretty common one. And he says, yeah, but I'm uncomfortable wearing the dress. again, they're implying that Michael, our beloved Michael Scott, manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, is into role reversal, gender reversal type erotic encounters. And again, just like his future wife, his girlfriend Jan in this case seems to be the masculine one, and they're even implying that maybe she is an MTF, right? Because this woman Jan obviously has masculine energy. So I just wanted to point this out, right? These shows, this show seems very, very harmless. And parents let their kids watch it without any supervision a lot of times. And young people, we're talking middle school, high school students, age, who are very impressionable. And there's no doubt in my mind that they are emasculating and demasculinating men. And that's warfare, right? Because the more men are feminized, the easier they are to conquer and less likely to fight back. Oh, and one more thing. There's another episode where the new secretary, she is kind of a lovable underdog, right? Everybody loves the underdog. Well, she, in the last season, finally meets a good man, this secretary, to be with. She finally meets a good man, and she says, "Oh, I had a date with Pete last night, and I finally saw his butt, and it's sick." Okay? Can you imagine if they wrote in a part where she said, "Oh, I had a date with Pete last night, and I finally saw his penis. Oh, it's off the hook." They would never do that. My point being is they seem to want women to obsess over men's butts. I don't think a woman should really care about what a man's butt looks like. Anywho, that's enough for this one. Thank you for stopping in. Please like and subscribe and spread the word. Bring some attention to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And may the Most High keep you and bless you, and we will see you on the next one.